Our conflicts obviously are not the same
Yeah,
completely,
yeah.
but
No,
some
I
of our
didn't mean it
conflicts are the
in
same,
that
but
sense.
they're all different. A lot of them are completely different than mine.
But
So
I
I
see
hang around friends
similarity.
who are,
Sorry,
sorry,
I see.
good.
I
I
was saying that I see a similarity in the sense everybody is
yeah.
trying to find a face of their own. Who am I?
Hmm.
Is the question being really asked. And one of the things that I would offer you is please get your friends to join me on the podcast. It will be a great help to people of your generation to connect to these thoughts. Like people of my generation may either look down upon you or look up to you or think you are idiotic or you are too erratic or irresponsible or responsible or whatever. But more than that, I think you talking about your generation to yourself in a way, there are other people in different parts of the country will be going through the same things. So I will take this opportunity to take advantage of the problems that you guys have and get you on camera. If possible, anybody is interested when you think or they think they can talk. The the question I want to highlight. Oh, in fact, one question of yours that I can answer is how to like something that you don't like is discipline. Don't think about liking or disliking it. The moment you put that pressure, then it becomes too hard to bear. Just keep it there. That it is something dislikable, but it has to be done. End of story. Don't bother yourself bringing yourself to like it because it is never going to happen. That doesn't happen like that. And someday when you like it, you like it. You can't force yourself. These are emotional things. So yeah, that is my outlook of things. Uh, One little thing that has come across to me, it's kind of a last question that I want you to answer. You've been talking about conflict, you've been talking about things which seem very difficult on the surface. You seem very perturbed by how to uh, get rid of this conflict. You openly said you want a solution to this because it is traumatizing you in various ways. The conflict definition kept varying, obviously, because different pressures were being talked about. But when you speak, and when you communicate, I find there is a certain sense of worthiness, and you seem to like yourself. You seem to be comfortable with yourself as you are, irrespective of all the things that you said. Because verbally you were saying all that, but your face or whatever your body language wasn't getting to it, stuck up or taking this pressure too seriously. So, what is it in that mind space of yours that makes you still hopeful, or you sit there and find some kind of confidence and clarity irrespective of whatever you said, because those things stay. We cannot change that immediately, but they stay. So why are you so confident? Why aren't you getting nervous or breaking your knuckles or things like that? You don't seem to be
I
doing
actually
it.
broke my knuckles twice in this session. You may not have noticed.
No, this was just one example, but you are not really overtly confused, or because there is a clarity in the way you're communicating. So where does that come from?
I've always been vocal. I mean, I'm quite loquacious as well. I talk a lot, but I've always endorsed my views. I've always told my views, and I'm very unfiltered. I'm also comes off as rude to some people, but I'm very honest as well because I tell things the way they are. I cannot, tell a lie. It's quite difficult. Like in a situation where you ask me, suppose somebody asks me how am I looking, I will tell them exactly how they're looking. I don't get that. This is quite funny. A guest bought something to me right in my house, and then he said, "How is this?" And I don't remember what I had said exactly. It's a long time back, but I had said something like, "Oh yeah, this is nice, but I do not need it right now." So that was a long time back when I was, I think, a kid, because I was even more unfiltered then. So I said, "Yeah, this is great, amazing gift, but I do not need it right now," and that came off as rude. Came off as very rude. Now I look back to that and I realize, okay, that was rude. So I have definitely become that. I have gotten a little control on that, but it's just that I'm always endorsing my views, and I clearly know what the problems are, and I know what uh, um, my faults are. I know where I am at fault. I know where I am strong. So there's 100% clarity about myself. I know what I feel. It's just that I don't know about the future. So right now, given I know everything about myself in the present, I'm trying to think of the future, and that is what's really
That's what
causing a. But as you said, you can't decide your future. The life situation. You used to talk about like my mother falling and taking to the doctor. So that time you gave me that example. That made me realize that, oh yes, I cannot control my outcomes. I can maybe decide them a little bit, but I cannot control my life as a whole. Right now, at least I definitely can't. So while
Yeah.
talking, as you said, yeah, a lot of my things were not maybe coming off the way I was speaking that, because despite having, like I had said earlier, I was quite academics may I was not doing well, and business studies may, if I talk about that, I got 60, 60, 60, 62 out of 100 when the teacher graded me. But then I had gone to the examination, and I had gotten 90 with what I had written. When the board examinations came, I got 90 in 100. The teacher gave me 60. I got 90.
Yeah.
So then I realized, oh, wait, maybe the problem isn't in me completely.
It
Maybe
isn't.
even the people are at fault. The same teacher I came to know last year, this one girl whom she did not like because she did not attend her classes. Till date, if you go to her class, not a lot of students will be there. Even the toppers, they won't attend the class because they do not like her, because of the way she is. Just the way she speaks, it's quite you do not want to be around her because she really brings you down as a teacher, and you're not supposed to do that as a teacher. You're supposed to bring the student up.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happened was she got 99%, which was the highest in India in business studies, which was her subject. She got 99%, and her paper transcript was there. Her answers were there. She was quite happy. Obviously, you're number one in India in international. In 11, she got number one. So you're naturally very happy. You come to school, she showed her the paper, and that teacher really liked one other student, right? She hated that student who got 99. She liked one other student. She read her paper, and then she said, "Oh, your paper is not worthy of 99." She said that on her face. Your paper is not worthy of 99. That other student, which I like, she didn't say which I like, obviously, but that other student which she liked, uska paper she got 95, which was also very high. But she said, "No, she deserved a 99. You did not deserve this." Then now I've understood that a lot of people around me may bring me down, but I know that I have a capability. So
Yeah.
my self confidence takes a hit. I still know I can come back up, and I know math may I failed, then I got a 64 out of 100. I got like a 32 out of 100. I got that to a 64 out of 100, and I'm still very proud of that. And I know if I get my mind set on one thing, I can achieve that. It's just that my mind does not set on one thing quite easily. My mind kind of keeps flowing around places,
Yeah.
and so also to keep that in control, I'm writing stories which kind of help me keep that in control. But even with writing stories, there's another aspect of that which is quite frustrating, because while writing stories you feel, array, this line, I write 10 lines, I feel happy, chalo, I've written 10 lines. Then what I do is I look at that 10 lines and identify 10 mistakes. I correct those 10 mistakes, I write another 10 lines. I look back those 20 lines. I identify 10 more mistakes from the 10 lines. I correct those. And then I identify 20 more mistakes from the next 10 lines. I correct those. And this keeps going on and on and on and on. And I still don't have the thing I want. And it just dawned upon me a couple of days ago while writing a story that you are not an author yet. You do not know how to write short stories the way someone like J.K. Rowling or Stephen King does. You do not write in that level, so don't worry. Just write. Basically, this I talked to another person who has his own theater production, and he's my age only, so he's quite successful because he has his own theater production, worked in a couple of movies, written a lot of scripts. So he told me, whatever happens, just write. The editing part comes later. So I'm trying to apply. I'm thinking about applying that to life as well. He do not worry about the consequences in the future, which I am worrying about right now. Just
Yeah.
do what you have to. You will correct your mistakes later. Right now, just do. अब अगर मेरे को assignment मिला है 100 पेज का, I got an assignment for 100 pages. There are two ways I can go about it. I can either say it's 100 pages. How will I complete it? And I do this quite often. I whine. It's 100 pages. How will I complete it? I just sit it there and I work there. It's 100 pages and I get stressed. Then I start sweating and all. And then I thought कि अगर ये हम यही इसे apply कर देते हैं इसमें, that writing वाला point of view, कि it's 100 pages. Start कर लो. Just keep writing. End में correct कर लेना.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to apply now. And again, as I said before, self confidence took a hit. So I'm again trying to see कि अब whatever happens, do, just just do it. Basically, Nike का जो slogan है, just do it. And
Yes.
I'm trying to take that to heart. And I'm not sure how far it'll go, but I think that this is something that I should definitely apply, because that will be
Yeah.
a great solution for a lot of my conflicts.
Yes. My best wishes to you on that one. I think this has been a very, very enlightening talk. You've given serious food for thought for not only your generation, I think our generation as well, in terms of trying to help shape the lives around us, how we got to be uh, having some empathy and compassion for your lot. I spoke to somebody who's 22 now. The other day, I'd gone to meet her parents, and while they were talking, she landed up saying one thing. He says, just because your generation has one kind of problems does not mean that our generation has no problems. And I kind of really felt very good about
That
that
was
she
rude.
was vocal. Yeah, and we have problems. We have different problems. Uh, we have other issues that you may not be aware of. And I think I respect the fact. Thank you so much, Advik. It's been a pleasure chatting to you and learning so much more about, well, conflicts that exist not in my life, but which kind of, yeah, worry me as well in terms of academics and other things. But you have a bright future in front of you. I don't know how many people will tell this to you. I can see it almost because of the kind of mind you have. So all the very best. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you. This was quite cathartic for me too. Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Yep.